If you speak to people who read books very often, fiction or non-fiction, one thing that you will notice that's very common among all these people is they find it hard to remember what they read. Especially people who take up challenges like one book a week. By the way, I made two videos on why it's good and why it's not good. So go check it out if you're interested in taking up one book a week challenge. But generally, a lot of people who read a lot of books, they have one trouble, which is not being able to remember what they read. So if you're someone who reads books often, or you want to read books, then make sure to watch till the end of the video, because being able to retain what you read will save you a lot of time. Hello guys, welcome to Rich Living Master YouTube channel, where we create content to help you optimize three areas of your life: health, wealth and relationships. Now, how do you retain what you read? Tip number 1: use curiosity. Go back to the time when you were very curious about something and you went on Google to search it. You kind of remember it, right? Why? Because curiosity has this power where it makes you very focused. When you learn something with curiosity, the level of your interest is at such a level that you are more likely to remember that. The other part about it is it's also relevant because it kind of got you curious. So what a lot of people do is, just because they want to build a reading habit, they start picking books that they're not really interested in. Now, it's okay. I'm not telling it's right or wrong. If you're building a habit, that's okay. But if you're reading with the goal to retain the information, then start reading books that you are curious about. Start reading about topics that you are curious about. It doesn't even have to be books. You can go look for blogs and you can learn a lot. But here's the thing. Here's the catch. Curiosity is something, that state of mind is something that you can't really replicate it all the time. So one tip that you can do is read only things that you are curious about, or to come close to it, before reading a book, imagine yourself a time in the past where you were very curious and you went on Google to search for something, or you checked out a book to learn about it. Keep that in mind. Try to experience it for a while, see what you saw, hear what you heard back then, and feel what you felt back then. Give it 2 minutes. Just be in that feeling and that imagination and that remembering. After some time, open the book and start reading. You will be in that state of curiosity. Tip number 2 is apply it. Now let me tell you an instance. What happened with me and a couple of students in our public speaking group. I taught them about public speaking. I taught them a strategy. Now there are two students who really caught my attention. One person said, "Oh sir, this is such an amazing thing that I learned. I'll go apply it." This person applied. Then there was this other person who also was like, "Sir, this is a very good technique, sir. I'll definitely use it." He did not use it. Years later, when I spoke to them in another session that I was conducting, one of them really remembered it well. That person came and told, "Yeah, this technique that you thought worked really well." The other person completely forgot about it. So remember, in order to make what you read, what you learned concrete, apply it. Make use of it. Why? Because making use of it will make you experience that information in different senses. For example, if I teach you to stand a certain way, use a certain body language technique to make you confident, when you go do it on stage, with that experience, you're standing there, you are facing the crowd, so visually, audially and kinesthetically you are learning. So when you learn like that with an immersive experience, you're more likely to remember what you learned. Other part about it is, when you apply it, you are making this knowledge relevant to you. Because of that relevance, it will stay in your memory for a longer time. Tip number 3. Now, when you read, certain things are facts, right? Using it, or let's say being curious about it, is not enough for you to remember it. So what do? Use the good old techniques of memory. One is, go back and read it again and again. Or Put it into a flip card, where in front you have a question, at back you have an answer. The question could be about the statistic. You can try to answer it with your memory, and if you can't answer it, flip the card, look at the answer, and then after a while, evening or later in the day, do it again. Do it repeatedly for a while, and that your memory will become a lot more stronger. Other, you go Google and you'll find all the other tips on memory, and try using some of those memory hacks to help you remember what you read. Now, these are the 3 tips, and you might be thinking, Abhishek, come on. I thought you were going to give us some interesting hack that will really blow our minds, that is very effective with minimum effort. I'll tell you guys, these are the ones that will work. These are super effective. Put it into practice and you will see how it works. However, if you have some better techniques to remember, then drop that in the comments below. It might help another person out. With that said, if you felt like you learned something of value in this video, then leave a like and hit that subscribe button, because we have more amazing videos like this coming up. This is Abhishek signing off. I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.